and welcome to MGP261. I'm Kev, and with me as ever the sheepdog Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
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 Right.
Were you talking for a comb on your intro then?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm always talking for a comb. It's my moustache.
Yeah, go on.
Quick confidence rating in the podcast. A rough estimate. How many tweets did we all get asking where the show was last week?
0.
I didn't get any either.
Somebody asked me. Somebody did ask me.
Because we didn't tweet out and explain to anybody, so one person asked Fab.
I thought about it on Tuesday. I thought, did anything actually go about the podcast?
No, no one asked either.
Someone asked me on Friday. So
yeah, so if you could all let us know if you still listen.
Friday night, I think the words were, "Oh, good news! Kev's been rushed to hospital, so I don't have to do the podcast tonight." I haven't thought about it since. But yeah, I didn't get any messages.
I'm going to assume there are
done
a few
a real
people.
good episode about me.
I'm assuming there are a few people who still listen. Otherwise, I'm very confused about why we sit and talk into this microphone on a Friday night. In the spirit of, is anybody out there? Blackpool. We need to get something arranged if anyone's going to be in Blackpool for Play Expo. As we've explained earlier in the year, this is our surrogate MGPX this year. We're not doing a standalone event. We're going to Blackpool. We're going to Play Expo. We're letting the Play Expo people sort out all the complicated Dean stuff this year. And we're just going to turn up and do what we normally do at MGPX, i.e. sit around and not do very much. So, if you are going to be in the Blackpool area, or that sounds like your cup of tea, you need to let us know. There's a Facebook event. There's obviously Twitter is a means of communicating with us as well, although you wouldn't know it from last week. But if you're going to be there, let us know, because we need to start deciding if we need to plan something for the Saturday night, or whether it's just going to be the four of us going and having a KFC on the seafront.
You do not have a KFC in Blackpool.
Says who?
I don't like KFC.
There's plenty of stuff in Blackpool.
It's a BFC, Blackpool Fried Chicken.
What's in Blackpool then, Pav?
Fish and chips and stuff like that.
Fish and chips. It's on the wrong side of the country. You don't get fish on the West Coast. That's weird.
You do.
No, you don't.
You do.
I'm not interested in West Coast fish, Pab. You've said a lot. You've said a lot of things that have befuddled me in your time, but suggesting I allow a West Coast fish to pass my lips is one of the more hideous comments you've made.
Well, it is what it is. Sorry, but that is an option. Let's put it that way. There is an option for you. There is a KFC.
I disagree. I suggest a West Coast fish is not an option.
Fine.
Unless they're going to helicopter me a fish over from Grimsby, not interested.
I mean, to be fair, they might do that. They might ship them over. I don't know.
I'll allow it on that basis.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway. I don't think we'd booked our exciting train travel the last time.
No,
last time we were on the podcast either. That's going to be fun. 4 hours on a train, but more fun than 4 hours. Well, more fun than 6 hours in a car. I know it's only a 3.5, 4 hour drive, but we are wont to stop on a regular basis for wee-wees, beverages, delicious snacks. So we stopped twice on the way to Manchester.
Would your car even make the journey these days?
It'd be fine. I'll have a new one by then.
Just a few containers of oil.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have a new one by then. It's a month away. I'll be driving around in my Jeep that Anna won't let me get.
You're getting a Jeep,
don't like them. They're horrible things.
You can go on fields and up hills.
He's not a farmer, is he?
You could be now, though, with a Jeep.
My theory is get a Jeep, drive to Blackpool, drive on the beach, no problem.
Yeah. How many farming YouTube channels are there? Could be a new venture for you.
I love a new venture.
There's probably quite a lot of farming YouTube channels.
There probably is, yeah, thinking about it. It might be a lot of YouTube. I don't know.
I could do a channel where I transport fish from Grimsby to Blackpool so people can have a nice dinner.
Listen, I don't recall having a bad fish and chips at Blackpool, so...
Have you had fish and chips in Skegness, though?
The good point, I don't think I have.
Well, then you've not had fish and chips, sir.
I've been to Scarborough. The East Coast.
That's the thing is Scarborough's getting a bit far north as well. You have to. There's a specific area where the fish is acceptable.
Yeah, I've been to Skegness. I've just never been. I don't think I had fish and chips.
Well, so you just went there and chewed on sand all day.
McDonald's.
Oh, so you can have a McDonald's in Skegness, but I can't have a KFC in Blackpool.
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. You
wasn't
Northerners are weird.
Oh no, I think it did have. I think we did go to a chip.
There's no. I think. Look, if you had fish and chips in Skegness, you'd remember.
I'd know about it. I don't think I necessarily had fish. I'm not really a fish person.
For goodness sake. When are we starting the
games
podcast?
this week, Anna?
Pardon?
Are you playing many games this week?
Not
I thought we were
really.
talking about E3.
E3?
Pardon?
Yeah,
What about it?
Doing E3.
it happened. Opinions were had by people. I can't be bothered to repeat mine. Just watch them on YouTube. There we go. Anyone else got any opinions about E3?
All sorts. I've got pages and pages of notes here I've written down,
Me. Go on, let us have it.
especially for this sort of thing. I don't know what do you want to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of things happened.
Why is it all stupidly in the middle of the night? Let's start there.
Well, it's because it's in America.
Why
Simple as.
are the only ones that are on at a reasonable time in the UK the ones that are also on at the weekend?
It is on a reasonable time. If you look at it, right, so you had Microsoft, which was on at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so 10, we can watch it. Right? But with the Sony one, they put it on at that time so Japan can watch it.
Why can't they put it on Sunday or Saturday? EA were on at a good time on a day when they didn't need to be on at 8 o'clock in the evening.
Sony sell more in Japan.
Yes, but I'm talking about days of the week now. They could make it more convenient for everybody. But yeah, let's put it on at a time that's good for Japan. But let's do it on Saturday so we can all stay up late and not worry about it the next day. But no, they have the two that are on at normal prime time telly viewing times on at the weekend, and all the ones that are in the middle of the night are on Monday and Tuesday night. It's ridiculous.
But have you ever considered it's not for you? It's a trade show.
But it's a worldwide media
It is
event.
now.
That they should. Well, why are they not?
They
They should just cater for everyone in the world, though.
It's still a trade show. That's why they're catering for the people at the show.
But there's no reason. You're not catering for the people at the show any less by just taking Saturday and Sunday's schedule, moving it to Monday and Tuesday, and then taking Monday and Tuesday's schedule and moving it to Saturday and Sunday. And that solves the staying up all night on a school night problem. And doesn't hurt the people who are there in any way. The games industry sometimes, it's like, it's res nonsense again, where, we're going to have it on a Thursday, Friday and Saturday, not in the school holidays, because we don't want any pesky kids there looking at our video games. And it's the same attitude. Stop being so arrogant, games industry. Just try and make it convenient for everybody. There is a convenient for everybody solution. Why choose not to do it, you arrogant swine bags?
Mm-hmm. You finished morning?
No, believe me, I've got plenty more. But go on, try and get it back on topic for a minute or two.
I don't know.
Then I'll get back involved.
So, we started off with EA on the Saturday evening, wasn't it? It was Saturday evening. And they had the usual things, and they didn't they really? The Maddens, the FIFAs.
Who'd have thought that in an E3 press weekend thing, that the publisher or company that had the two most exciting new IPs would be EA. That's not a situation we'd have been in 5 years ago. Because
Anthem looked very cool, didn't it?
Anthem did look good.
Anthem did, and the Prison Break simulator looked excellent as well.
A Way Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them looked
good.
really, really cool. Nintendo, I guess, also had a couple of decent new exclusives, but
Well, they had a Pokemon RPG. I mean, that might make me get a Switch.
Yeah. But to have Microsoft and Sony turn up and not really announce anything new, really.
Other than a console.
Well, the console wasn't new, was it? It's just a HD version of the one they've already got. There's nothing new there at all.
Nice, though.
But they've already got a HD version of what they've got. This is the next one, isn't it?
It's just it's 4K version of what they've already got.
Yeah. It's appealing
but aren't they kicking off the next gen
No, I don't think they are. I think they're just...
No, there's
there'll be another one next year as well.
Steps.
But the S is the Pro, mirror, isn't it?
But then Sony next year will put a Pro
PS5.
Plus out. A Pro Plus out. No, they'll probably follow suit and just have one, like the Xbox and PlayStation as brands that you, similar to how Apple works now, where they'll just have an incremented system that plays all the games at once.
It's definitely not a new generation, because all the games are still just going to have Xbox One on the box, and they'll work on all three of them.
Yeah, really, that's mental. I mean, it's good and bad because it means I don't have to upgrade quick, but I don't really want a game that, if I have the new one, I don't want a game that has to cater for people who haven't got very good machines, and I don't want, when I'm using my machine, to know that the game would look way, way better if I spent the money. I'd rather just have the top one, the right one, job done, and that's why I don't like really hammering PC gaming, because it's just a never-ending money spend, isn't it? I could be piling cash into it every few months. I don't really want that. I mean,
but Xbox has been moving towards being a Steam-style platform for 3 years. It's just going to be the Xbox games get released. You can play them on a dedicated Xbox if you want. You can play them on your Xbox app on your PC or on your tablet or on your phone. It's just Steam brought to the living room.
I suppose beyond, eventually they'll just end up doing it all in the cloud, won't they? Once we get
which was their dream
faster.
3 years ago, wasn't it? So
once you have a slightly faster broadband infrastructure, they're sorted.
They're just moving back towards the model they wanted 3 or 4 years ago and had to abandon for a few minutes. But they're heading screaming back towards that again, and
that wouldn't be too bad, though, would it? If you're playing a game that just needed them to.
But we've already got Steam.
No, but I'm talking about if you're playing a game. I think you're missing my point a little bit. I'm talking about them having the whole console in the cloud, and you just having a controller pointed at your telly. You could do that with PCs now, and it's getting more and more powerful. There's Azure, AWS, all of those cloud platforms. So it can't be long before consoles just do the same, a bit like that thing you used to have. I forget what it's called now. OnLive. Yeah, but better, and we all just need faster broadband, and then if a game needs a lot more grunt behind it, it will just fire up a few more virtual machines to do it. It'll just fire up more cores. That's where we need to get to.
Yeah.
See, I think we're a long way away from that being realistic.
I don't know.
Probably are, just simply because of internet infrastructure in everywhere, pretty much. Because some places have stupid gigabit speed lines, and then some people don't are still online. Even moving aside from internet infrastructure, we're still at the moment in a world where digital copies of games cost more than the physical ones because the retailers kick off. Well, the retailers just won't sell the kit. But did you know that they're not the same? They're not more expensive. They are here. They're not in the States. Weird. The same price, which baffles me.
Well, even the same price is stupid. They shouldn't be the same price. They should be cheaper.
Yeah.
There's no middleman. There's no.
But Sony and
shipping. There's no making.
But Sony and Microsoft already need to keep the physical people on side to sell the physical consoles, don't they?
Which is why they won't move towards a software as a service solution to
it'll
consoles.
I'll tell you what might tip it. 5G mobile signal. 5G or 6G, the speeds on them are supposed to be ridiculous. And if they get that right, because apparently there's all this hoo-ha at the moment about how this country was really bad at rolling out 4G and they need to do a much better job with 5G. The speeds would be insane. Perhaps they could do it that way. Just 5G TVs that can... speeds are mental on that. Sorry, we are going off on a bit of a tangent, I know. But yeah.
The point is, I don't know, the whole of E3 this year, I started the weekend really excited. I was so excited Saturday afternoon. EA did a good job. And then Microsoft started to bring it down a little bit, and and then it just became all stuff we'd seen before from everybody else. There was so little that was new. Bethesda.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, no, Bethesda frustrated me because their big thing is, hey, you know that game you've bought twice already. You have it a third time. No, make a new one.
I saw a great thing online where it was just showing the years go by, and it was like, play Skyrim on a rock on the side of the street. And, they love it, don't they?
It is insane. And then Sony just showed us the same games they showed us last year. And what did Sony show us that was new that we'd never seen before?
What did I?
And Ubisoft had the most uncomfortable man in the world on stage.
Some people tried to claim Sony had like won E3, and I feel like fanboyism is a bit pathetic. A little bit mental.
I thought the only company that didn't look ridiculous were EA, and that I can't believe I'm saying that. Because we slaughter EA every year.
Xbox spent a lot of time on Minecraft, didn't they?
Yeah, but Sheepdog, those massive square blocks are now going to be in 4K.
Yeah,
but the cross-play thing is a big thing.
That
for me.
was interesting because
that now means that you can play on PC, Switch, Xbox. You can just play all in the same world. Well, but you can't play on PlayStation because they don't like that. They don't like playing with other people, apparently. Which is weird. They're like, no, we don't want to play with you.
I know I've always been a bit down on Sony because they ripped me off, but I like the fact that they're starting to look like pricks. Because I always had a bit of a... I mean, I was always a PlayStation fella until Kevin made me get an Xbox 360. And... I still got the PS3 then, but I'm thinking, I don't play my 4. I was thinking about flogging it the other day, and I just kind of think I don't think I'll buy any more of theirs because Sony are just pricks.
No. I like the Sony. I mean, Sony had a lot of good exclusives. I mean, I know we're skipping Xbox.
It was all stuff that we'd seen last year.
It was.
And you say they had a lot of good exclusives. Talk me through the lot of good exclusives they had. They had a couple.
Last of Us 2.
Ni no Kuni 2.
Do you know what? After saying they can get lost, Ni no Kuni 2 and Last of Us 2, I'm like, they need to come out on PS4 so I don't sell my PS4. And
the Uncharted DLC that's coming out, which is a standalone thing. The Horizon DLC.
Is God of War getting rebooted that they've just called it God of War?
It's not a reboot. It is Kratos who's gone off to the Norwegian lands, and the Norwegian gods have basically found out who he is and why we don't know why he's doing what he's doing there, sort of thing, and bring vengeance on him. Something like that. Anyway,
let me rephrase my question then, Pork and Beans.
Yeah,
what have they got that's exclusive? That's not just a sequel or a DLC pack.
Detroit.
Okay.
What's Days Gone? Is that an add-on or is that a game?
Days Gone is a new game. Zombie style game that's... You see, it looks interesting, but I don't know. A lot of people are going, I don't know if it's for me.
Detroit does look interesting. I'll give you that one.
There you go.
But then, so does Crackdown 3.
Spider-Man.
Okay, Spider-Man looks excellent. Okay, Spider-Man was game of the show for me. It was excellent. I will be all over that bad boy.
Yeah, it's not a bad...
The new film's out soon, and that looks epic.
It does, yeah. What else was there? I mean... Knack 2?
Oh, shut your face. I'm going to drive up there and slap you across the jaw if you speak that way again, Tab. And my car won't make it there, but I'll give it a good go.
Yeah, you'll walk the rest of the way, will you?
Yeah.
Shadow of the Colossus is...
Shadow of the Colossus looked good. I've not played that. So I've not played it, so I will play it.
I'm desperate to play a PS2 game that's been shinied up a bit.
I would. I mean, I've not played it, so...
Yeah, I haven't either. Everyone
to get back to
it.
Yeah.
I have played it. It was meh. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Go on, you're all right.
I was going to say, I heard this was amazing. Everyone was raving about how great that was. I was going off on a bit of a tangent because I suddenly remembered that the last time, like 2 episodes ago when I was last on, I believe I said I wish they'd do a Ni no Kuni 2. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Did we talk about it, or did I make that up? I'm sure we had a conversation.
It's been for a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that was happening, and I was saying to you, it's a shame they'll never do another one because I want them to kind of bring back the first one so I can complete it because it was awesome. And yeah, I'm quite chuffed to making that because surely that means they'll have to redo.
I'd like to think they would re-release it on the PlayStation 4, but I don't know just because of how much it would cost to do it. I don't know.
I'd like to think they won't. They need to stop re-releasing games. If you want to play it on the PS3.
Yeah, but PS3, so shut your mouth.
You've got to look at the fact that a lot of people have switched platforms this time from Xbox 360 to PS4. So a lot of people won't have played these PS3 games. So you get.
Well, then Sony need to get their fingers out their backsides and allow backwards compatibility. Then
that'd be good.
Yeah, they need to. Well, yeah, you'd like to think so, but that's not going to happen. They can't even change the gamer tag things. So how do they get them backwards compatible games on it? No chance.
They don't even have a system for refunding you when they accidentally steal money out of your bank account. So I think technology's not really.
Oh, you need to let that go. It's been a while now, for goodness sake.
£40.
Yeah, but it happened to me as well.
It happens to me every year.
Yeah. Sheepdog, have you been checked again? It's not renewed again without you noticing.
I don't know. At that I was living hand to mouth. At this point, wouldn't notice if £40 getting away once a year. Gold shoes, mate. This podcast, you guys think I ain't making any money and no one's listening. God.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I've got 10 games that I put down that are starred as games of my favourite game that I saw from the shows. Away Out was one, which we mentioned earlier on, which is the Prison Break game from the Brothers people. That looked good.
That looked excellent.
I like the look of that, and I looked at it. It's like they're saying it's like a couch co-op game. I don't, but I think it does have online co-op as well.
It's still split screen, which is awesome.
Yeah, still split screen. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. That was really cool.
Did anyone get goosebumps with Red Dead 2?
There's no Red Dead 2 stuff. I didn't see any Red Dead 2 stuff. Am I missing something?
Yeah, there's a trailer for it.
Is that the trailer that was already out though?
I don't know, but it was in the rundown when I was looking at it the other day, and when I first saw it, I was like, because that kind of marked my first foray into being a modern online gamer type person, because I hadn't had any new consoles until I went to uni, and Kev insisted that I get the Xbox 360, and Red Dead came out. That's pretty much where I got back on the wagon.
I've seen Red Dead. What was another one of mine? Sea of Thieves. What do you think of that?
Nope. Not
yeah,
yet.
I turned off when that came on.
Sea of Thieves looks awesome.
No, it doesn't.
Sea of Thieves looks good. If you have a group of people to play with, I think Sea of Thieves will be good.
If they took the boat pirate nonsense out of it, then I might agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know. Cuphead. Did you see Cuphead?
Anna got excited about that. I was indifferent to it.
I went, that looks...
It looks really nice.
That was about it. I'm not that fussed.
I like
people were going nuts on Twitter. I thought...
Cuphead, I like the look of Cuphead. I liked it for a while.
Should we call you Cuphead?
No. I think we should.
The Fractured Butthole?
It's not on mid-list, but it's something that I will keep an eye out for.
Yeah, even I chuckled a couple of times during the trailer for that.
Yeah,
and I don't like
that's
South
going to be
Park.
amazing. That's going to be incredible.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
You should play the first one, Kev. It was genuinely good.
I don't have time for those kind of shenanigans.
Right, it's a
stream game,
a series on YouTube
on my family friendly channel.
Well, no, do it on like I don't know, the Lujo After Dark.
Yeah,
wow,
Patreon only.
You could just say like it doesn't seem like something that will appeal to me. I'm not really sure. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm going to give it a shot. I think you'll find it at least moderately amusing, and your viewers will enjoy you reacting to it, I think.
What else have I got on this list? Anthem? I've got Anthem on this list. Anthem looked really cool to me.
It did.
I know I mentioned it a little bit. That looked really cool. And
I was a little bit miffed that they've got BioWare making the new Destiny game rather than making a proper BioWare game. That didn't make much sense to me.
It looked alright though.
It looked alright, but it's not a BioWare game.
Well, yeah, I suppose. What else have I got on this? Wolfenstein 2. What did you think of that?
Not
that looked
interested.
Yes, want it.
Wolfenstein looked really cool. Have you played Wolfenstein 1, Kev? You haven't played it,
I have
you?
not.
No.
Did you not? I got it with my Xbox. I thought you did too.
It's really good. It's a really good game, Wolfenstein.
I didn't
Wolfenstein 2 looks...
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 looks bonkers. It looks absolutely bonkers. There's a guy at the end. Did you watch the trailer? Where at the end of the trailer, where the guy like just takes some acid and starts tripping straight away. And this little cartoon character just turns up on the screen. You're like, what the hell's going on? He just picks up the little gecko fella, cartoon gecko, and puts him in his pocket. You know, what is happening? Oh, that made me chuckle. That did. Right, next, move it on then. Mario and Rabbids. What did you think of that?
No.
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 What do you mean no?
Why would I want a Mario XCOM crossover? I'll just have a new Mario game, please. I know there's one of them as well, but I'll play that and I won't play this.
Come on, Sheepdog, that's got to appeal to you. Mario and XCOM.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like a tactics game, isn't it?
It's like XCOM.
Yeah, it is. But it's also like the old. Yeah, I mean, it does look alright.
It looks really cool. That was on my list of like, okay, yeah, I'm in for this. This looks cool. I mean, I've already got a Switch, so it's
yeah. I mean, when it came about, I kind of thought to myself that a Mario game, a Pokemon game, already the Switch is at the point where I'm thinking that playing those 3 games on it would then make me feel like it wasn't a waste of time buying it. Chucking generic Mario Kart, and what, yeah, I think that because I always feel a little bit bad when I get like the PS4, and then 2-3 years later, I'm thinking I've not really played many games on that at all since I got it, and I know it was effectively free, so in that instance, it wasn't a problem. But yeah, I'm a Vita. I probably played like 4 games on that, so it's on the cusp of whether it was a success or not. Whereas my Xbox is constantly getting games for it, so it's not a problem.
Next on my list is Far Cry 5. What are you all about that? You in for that?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I would be.
I've got it pre-ordered.
I do like Far Cry games, so there's no reason to think this would be a bad one. But who knows? It just looked like a Far Cry game, and that's not a bad thing in my eyes. What else is on my list? God of War is on my list. Anna, are you in for this?
The what, sorry?
God of War.
Yes.
Yes. See, it is. That looks really cool. It looks really nice. Looked amazing for me. And what did you think, Kev? You think it was a God of War game?
Yeah, I mean, I've not played like the last 2. I don't see any reason why I'd play this one. So, similar sort of opinion to Assassin's Creed. They were fun at the time. I've played them before. Don't really need to go back and do that again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued as to how because to me it came across of aspects of like The Last of Us, in the sense of there is a guy looking after a little kid sort of thing, aspect to the world similar to like The Last of Us, and I don't know how that comes across in the game. It might not come across at all. It might just be cutscenes, and then you exit the cutscene and you're just hacking and slashing away, and the kid's just over there doing what he wants, and there's not really much of like a system in it. I don't know. I thought it looked cool. It looked nice. Spider-Man is on my list. Spider-Man did look cool. The actual gameplay footage looks really cool, didn't it?
It did. It looked awesome. It was like they'd taken all the Arkham stuff, but done it with Spider-Man, and that's just clever. And I like a quick time. I read a little bit online, people moaning about all the quick time events in the trailer. I love a game with a few quick time events. They're my favourite.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of them. I didn't mind it at first, and someone pointed it out, and I went, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of quick time events here, and it was just it might have been that certain section that had a lot of quick time events, and there's not a lot many going in through the rest of the game.
For me, for immersion in the game and feeling like I'm Spider-Man, the quick time events are just surrogates for my superpowers that I obviously don't have. If I just had to be me playing that game, I would just flail around and get beaten up, and I wouldn't stop a helicopter crashing. I wouldn't even think to do what Spider-Man does. But I'm
he's
not
kind of made
Spider-Man,
for
that's
Quickfire,
why.
isn't he? Because he has his little senses.
Exactly. It just makes sense to do it that way, because otherwise you're going to miss out on all the really cool set-piece stuff that is what made it look really awesome. It'll just be a guy who can swing on weird ropes and kick people, and that sounds boring. Yeah,
I suppose. But like I said, I didn't notice it until someone said, there's a lot of quick time events in this, and I actually thought about it. Yeah, there was a lot of, but other than that, if no one said anything, I probably wouldn't have thought anything of it. So yeah, I thought it looked a cool game. And is that coming out this year, or is it next
year? I think that one is.
Yeah. The last one is Super Mario Odyssey. Now, if this doesn't sell you a Switch, I don't know what will.
Oh yeah, I've had it in my Amazon basket like 3 times, but I'm waiting for the Mario version of the Switch to order that.
What game did you mention then, sorry?
Mario Odyssey.
Sorry, I was just telling my wife to turn the telly down a little bit. I find the hat a little bit odd.
Yeah,
it's cool though. Nifty. I think it's a cool idea. It's a cool take on the old Mario game.
Better than a gun.
Well, yeah. I thought it was cool. It's just got some crazy ideas, hasn't it? But you still got there's still a core to it of collecting, similar like you would in Super Mario 64, where you're collecting the stars on levels and what have you, collecting moons in this world. I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was a new mechanic that seemed cool and nifty. And I like the little moustaches that go on when you take over a character, little moustache on the bullet bills and stuff, and the cars and the anything pretty much, wasn't it, that you get the little moustache on it. I thought it was a really nice, cool idea. And out this year, 27th October. So it's not a million miles away, really.
No, it's a week before the Xbox One X, so good job I don't need to buy one of them. It would be 2 consoles in a week again.
See, I'm tempted to get one. I don't know. I think having this.
Stop it.
It's a 4K TV set. It might as well get some use.
Well, so does the S.
No, not in the same way. Yeah, but if I'm going to get an S now, I might as well. There's no point getting an S at this point. I might as well get an X. Yeah, but at this stage,
he's got you there.
At this stage,
but for like,
with you,
what, £500?
£450 it'll be.
How much was your Pro?
120?
350?
No,
Pro? PlayStation
120.
Pro?
No, your PlayStation Pro.
I don't know. I paid £18 a month.
She said, just whatever it costs, just charge me it. Give me my Pro. There was no price to it.
I didn't care.
Yeah, it's
okay.
I don't know. I'm tempted because I've always said to myself before coming up to this E3 that don't be talked into an Xbox and an Xbox Scorpio, because any game that you want that isn't multi-platform will play anywhere on PC anyway nowadays, and it is. They all are. All the Xbox exclusives play.
I'm fascinated
on the
to
PC.
hear how you've been talked into this, because I went into E3 texting you 2 days before saying, right, me and Anna are looking into flights, we're going to Gamescom. I was so excited about gaming in general, specifically whatever Scorpio might be, that I was all set to fly to Germany just to get a chance to touch one before I inevitably buy one later this year. And by midnight on whenever it was, Sunday night, Saturday night, whenever the Xbox One was on, I just thought, well, won't bother then. Well, don't need it. I won't know. I can't see the difference between a YouTube video that's in 4K and normal HD. When Anna puts 4K stuff on Netflix, I can't see the difference. I'm a blind man. It means nothing to me.
Different then, it's not for you then.
Yeah.
No, I was hoping there'd be something a little bit more to it, like something that
only
that
cure
could
your
do.
blindness with their technology. It's not how it works.
Right, so every new console anyone's ever bought was just because it looks better.
No, but
that's all the Xbox One S is. Xbox One X is just.
They've gone for everything it does.
Yeah, it looks better. That was it.
It's got a UHD Blu-ray player in it.
And what does that do, Pab, to your Blu-rays?
plays the UHD Blu-rays.
And what's unique about those ones? Why are they different from normal Blu-rays?
They play 4K.
So it just makes stuff look better. If that's all it does, I need more than that.
Well, I don't know, because if it's a proper sized disc, for a 4K Blu-ray, then it's going to be able to have beefier games, isn't it? That's just going without saying. If it's got the ability to run those discs, it's like the difference between a DVD and a CD game.
Because the games are all going to be the games will run on the 2 Xboxes we've already got. They're not going to be specific games for it. It's not a new console. It's just a slightly shinier, really expensive version of what we've all already got.
Okay. So do you want to know how I'm kind of sold on it?
I do want to know, because I want to be sold. I want to buy one.
So I've got a 4K TV sat here now with HDR, all the bells and whistles and whatever, and it looks amazing on the PS4 Pro.
Ours didn't come with any whistles.
Yeah, it doesn't mind whistles, and it's got lights on the side. It's cool.
Okay, that might sell it to me.
Yeah, so I've got... All right, now, you'll turn it on doing that. So playing standard play arrives on it and it looks amazing. I got to play in the standard definition game, a 1080p game on it, and it looks kind of off. It looks kind of weird to me. And I tried it on play an Xbox on it, and it just looks really fuzzy, and it puts me off playing the Xbox altogether. And even though the fact that I keep saying to myself, just don't buy an Xbox, just upgrade your PC. To upgrade my PC, for 450 quid will get me the graphics card alone on the PC. I need to do a full overhaul, which is going to cost best part of $1,500 to $2,000 to do a full system overhaul and to future-proof myself.
Pabby, having it made of gold?
No, that's how much these cost. If you want a high-end computer, then I don't have a 4K monitor. So I have to buy a 4K monitor as well. I've got a 4K TV sat here ready to go. For 450 quid, I can play all of the new, Microsoft and multi-platform games at one of the highest possible standards possible on a TV that is ready to go now. So in November, I am ready to go straight away. Other than that, I am pretty much having to spend 1,500 quid on a new computer system, plus however much it is for 600 quid for a 4K monitor. So it's like I need to justify the purchase of a 4K TV a little bit. and save me some money from not upgrading my PC this year, because that was the plan. That was the plan from the start of this year. Don't be talked into a Scorpio. Upgrade the PC, and I've put it because my PC is running all right as it is now. It's not really chugging that much. It's coping with everything that's been thrown at it. I've put it off to next year. So, do I take advantage of the 4K TV in front of me and put up Xbox in front of it as well as the PlayStation 4 Pro? For 450 quid, it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a hit compared to the 1,500 quid I would spend on a PC. And that is the way I'm justifying it right now. Basically, as it stands out, I will pre-order it the second they get announced to pre-order. I might cancel it. I want to make sure I put it in the basket and ready to go.
Do you know, looking at Kev's question earlier on, I've just looked up what the difference between the S and the X is, and they're just saying that. No, they're just saying that the S is going to be the more popular one. The X is for the hardcores, the ones who.
The S is the one that's going to cost 200 quid. Mm-hmm. And the X is the one that's going to cost 450, which is like the high end, top of the top end of the range sort of thing, isn't it?
Phil Spencer says that the Xbox One X is basically for people who just want the best available power. The S is for people who don't care about pterodactyls.
I kind of do, and if I can offset the cost of it by selling
his joke, not mine. But
if I can sell my Xbox for 100 quid, whatever it'll be, it's probably not even 100 quid. If I can sell it for 100 quid, though, that's another 100 quid off of it.
I get what you mean. Yeah,
that'll cost me 350. I feel like I can sort of justify it.
For a man who bleeds diamonds, an extra 250 quid's nothing for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, so yeah.
Whereas for a pensioner like me, it's 250 quid. That's a lot of bus fare.
Yeah, and you'll need a lot of bus fare without a car.
Exactly. Got my bus pass though.
Yes, you do. So yeah, that's E3. I mean, there's loads of games out there. I mean, I don't know. Who do you think won? They say who won E3? Who do you think?
On what basis? EA. If we're talking about the conferences, EA by a mile.
Yeah. I think the
followed by Nintendo.
I think Nintendo won it for me.
I was going to say, by my personal opinion of the event, Nintendo gained the most ground with me because they made me feel like actually they're making some very cool games that aren't just, oh look, it's Mario, oh look, it's Donkey Kong, oh look, it actually feels like they've made how good they made that Zelda game. Because I don't play Zelda games. I moaned about it, but I saw it on your Switch when you brought it to me, and the fact of the quality they put in there just shows that they are making the effort. I'm not going to be halfway through it and think, oh, hang on a minute, this has run out of steam. It looks like they're actually getting some quality there. I actually, again, another company that I often slate, Ubisoft, they have some decent titles in their list that I was just looking at a minute ago. Yeah, mainly South definitely. Park, but they've got some, they've got some good ones there.
I mean, the Assassin's Creed didn't look bad.
It just didn't look different. It's a game we've played 5 times before.
They've incorporated some stuff from Watch Dogs in there and some stuff from Ghost Recon Wildlands into it. And it just seems like they're just merging again. They're merging all the games into one. They're going, okay, we'll take bits from that, and just merge it all into this one game. And the most successful franchise, which is Assassin's Creed. But this is just off what the videos I've seen. It could be really cool. Who knows? I don't know. But like I say, it seemed interesting. But they had a lot of good games. To be fair, the Ubisoft people, like I say, South Park was there. What else have we got? Far Cry, Beyond Good and Evil 2. They announced that. Well, they announced it. They revealed that.
I threw things at Kevin.
Yeah, you did. That was uncalled for.
Yeah.
She just started throwing stuff at me.
Excited.
Yeah, it looked cool. It looked cool, but that is all they've got basically right now. That is all they've got. So it is even though they have announced it.
That's all. I was just like, I was so happy.
Yeah, but
it's been announced.
Yeah, it's cool, but they are still probably 3 years away. Probably
it's been
more.
15. I can wait.
Another 3 won't make any difference.
Last week, like before the event and everything, I was reading all the games they expect to see at E3. For a lot of sites, and I hadn't heard anything about this, and you're the person who's going to know, Anna, but a lot of sites were saying they were expecting to see Borderlands 3 mentioned.
That'll be at Gamescom. Me and Kev looked into this. 2K save Gamescom, and so a few other publishers.
Yeah, 2K and Activision make a big deal of Gamescom, from what we were reading, and don't bother so much with E3 anymore.
One for me was I never saw Final Fantasy VII. I might have just missed it.
They're not ready for that. There's nothing new about that. They're still making it. It's still
so why announce it last year? This is what frustrates me about the way this works now.
Do. Sony,
they need to stop.
Yeah, but they did this year. This is what they're focusing on games that are coming out like
this year,
this year and early next year.
That's why there was no last of it.
Yeah, which is and that's like what really highlighted how stupid last year's Sony was.
Because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to smash Xbox and Microsoft out of the water by going, boom, look at this, look how amazing this is, not telling you it's nowhere near ready. They're not going like, oh, it's Final Fantasy 7, it's Shenmue 3, it's whatever, it's Crash Bandicoot, and they're just smashing umpteen different like pie in the sky titles at you. But they're not. They didn't say coming this year. They say coming in 2020. So, like I say, that's what a lot. You see it in most of these conferences here. Bethesda said, we're just focusing on 2017. That's all we're doing. That's what we're doing.
But the frustrating thing now in the new console environment is people will have made a decision to buy a PS4 over an Xbox One because they want to play The Last of Us 2, for example, when actually that's probably going to be on the PS5, not the PS4.
Yeah.
And it's...
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. They should be talking about the games that are coming up in the next year, and everything else. By all means, do a little press release on it, like in February, and say, "Oh, by the way, we're now developing this." But don't make it out to be a massive system seller.
What this has become, though, isn't it? That's what E3's kind of become. It's that, oh, guess what we're making? People don't want to know, oh, look, here's a video from the game that's coming out in a month's time. That's, the smaller events do that. Yeah. I mean, it is frustrating. I'm with you on the silliness of it, but I think people will be a bit disappointed if they put on E3 and it was like, coming out in July. You'd be thinking, well, why are you showing me this?
I'd be really excited.
Most people wouldn't, though, would they?
Well, people are stupid.
No, people would fall over themselves. You would lose out on pre-orders because
they need to follow the Apple model. Oh, by the way, here's our new thing, and you can download this from the store right now.
I'd love that. That would be amazing. That would drive everyone up the wall. Just having it. I was thinking, there was a game the other day, and I was thinking if they just released that, like, there you go, it would send people into meltdown. I can't think what it was, but any game really would be like that, wouldn't it? If it just came out.
Yeah. I am sick of
did you see the weird?
You carry on.
Waiting for what? Go on.
I'm sick of waiting years for games. So I think this one, where they were concentrating on just this year, maybe early next year, I'd rather that than, like, when last year when they showed God of War, I was like, oh, cool, new God of War this year. No, not till next year now. And it's just like, because I lose interest, after a while. Because my gaming is changing over the past couple of months. I'm not playing the games I used to play, and it's just like I saw God of War. I was like, I can't bother. I will play it, but I'm just not that excited as I used to be when it came out on like the PSP. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to play that. I need that in my life. At the moment, I'm just like, it's coming out at some point. I'll have a play of it, but I'm not as excited as I used to be because they just take years and years and years. Like with Beyond Good and Evil, it's been 15 years since I played that game, and it's just like 15 years. That's like half of my life. I've been waiting for a game, and yes, I'll play it when it comes out. But it just, these people, honestly. Years, and then like he starts crying on stage. I'm like, yeah, I can understand why you're crying, but it's been 15 years. It's like, but you carry on, Sheba.
I was going to say Sonic Forces looked a bit odd for.
I've not seen Sonic Forces. I've not seen it out there. No.
It's it seems like it's kind of a spiritual successor to Generations, so it's got new Sonic and old Sonic.
Right.
But it's also got make your own character.
Oh, I did see that bit. I did see create your character thing, so that seemed interesting.
I couldn't tell, and I've just been looking for the information before saying anything. I think it flips between 2D and 3D, or 2.5D and 3D, but I can't tell whether they do any remade levels from the old games, but Generations just felt like it was too watered down, so I'm not getting my hopes up for this. I feel like they haven't got the budget or the scope to make a game that would really impress at this point. I hope I'm wrong, hope this is it, but some of the levels look rock hard. The bosses that they showed looked really, really difficult, so maybe it could be a step up. I feel like the people making Sonic Mania are more on the money. I think they'll give people what they want. And I'm hoping, if I'm right, that coming out will show them where they've been going wrong. A bit like how Nintendo they're doing other Mario games, but at the same time, they're still giving you basic bread and butter Mario to play, every few years. I'm hoping this teaches people a bit of a lesson with Sonic, because that looks awesome, Sonic Mania.
Yeah, I'd say so, definitely. Definitely, it does look cool, that one, and then I'd get it on Switch. A lot of games I'm looking at when I get on Switch.
It's another one where, I'd get a Switch to play that. I know it's on others as well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I know it's on pretty much everything, but I just think it'd be cool on a Switch.
I was going to say it feels more suited to Nintendo if Sega aren't there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much your E3 roundup.
Splendid. Do you want to go to Gamescom then?
I can't. I'm having a baby.
Have you looked at prices since then, Kev?
No. Why have they gone up?
Because they were like $295 now. Suddenly spiked in price. And that's for one.
What a surprise! Demand for the event goes up after they release all the games.
Maybe. Well, that's just no. I don't know. I was looking at that website you sent me to, and that same place was something like $295, and that was for me alone. That was for one person now. So I think it might just be stretching out of our price.
My question for you is, why not just wait for Eurogamer like a month later?
Because that doesn't involve eating loads of sausage in Germany.
Yeah.
Well, the money difference you'd save, you could buy all the sausage you want in Birmingham.
Plus, EGX.
But me and Kevin haven't been abroad yet. We've been together 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Germany's not like abroad. It is
abroad. Is it across the border? Yes, it is.
Yes,
does that mean it's abroad? Yeah, I don't want to go to sunshine. I don't like the sunshine. We're
not city break people.
Yes. And
but it'll be like going to Birmingham. So.
Oh, we don't go around going, you shouldn't go on holiday where you were a couple of weeks ago. So don't sit there and say you've got a
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Shut up a second and let me talk. I don't go on. I said to you, what's the point of spending 300 quid going to Gamescom when you're going to Eurogamer? Yeah, I didn't say you shouldn't. I just said, why are you?
Because they have all the conferences there. It's the European version of E3. It's not just a car boot sale like EGX is or a demo shop. They have all the conferences as well. That's why. Plus the fact it means we can go and spend some time in Germany, which would be awesome, because I've never been to Germany, and me and Anna have never been on an aeroplane together. And I want to see if she cries when they take off, like I do.
You cry when you take off?
I get terrified. I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you cried when we went over the Thames.
Yeah.
Here's one for you. I didn't. So on my way on holiday, I didn't. My son was asleep when the plane landed. So on the way back, I just didn't think anything of it. Like I thought, he was fine on the way there. He'd be fine on the way back. As the plane started heading towards the runway, he just goes, "Ah!" and like screamed and screamed and screamed, and everyone around us thought the plane was blowing up. They all had heart attacks. Everyone around us just died because they thought that something had happened. And then he just sort of laughed once it had landed, but he made the whole plane just die. Terrible. So yeah,
that's what I'd like for the whole flight. So Pav, do you want to come with us?
Maybe we'll look into it.
You can hear me scream.
Yeah, I'll bring some earplugs.
Now if you're going to be that bad.
I'm not really that bad. It'll be.
Give some milk like Mr. T.
I do like milk.
Yeah.
But and as I'm not allowed to watch the A Team, I don't know anything about his milk.
You don't know. You don't get the reference, do you? Know.
I know the reference from. I'm not allowed to acknowledge that I know the reference. I've obviously never seen it on the show because I'm not allowed to watch it.
Right.
But,
you get the reference. Good.
I am aware of modern pop culture stuff. Well, not modern, but pop culture stuff. Yes.
Good.
Splendid. Is that E3 done then for another year? Are we officially cancelling it?
I'd say so.
Should we go next year?
Are you all up to date on Orange is the New Black, Anna?
Yep.
Finished it?
Finished that, yep.
Very good, wasn't it? People said the season was crap. I thought it was...
It was a bit boring in the middle. I was just like, hurry up already. The last...
bit of Red's past, when they just had that whole episode in Russia, like not the whole episode, but the flashbacks. I was just like, what's the story? What's going on? Like, I don't, honestly, I watched the whole episode, I don't know what the point of their flashback story was. What were we supposed to learn? I don't know.
Yeah. But the start was was okay. The middle was a bit boring. I was just watching them because I had to watch them. And then I think the last 3 were pretty good. It got brutal and it was coming to an end, but then the final episode, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be another season.
Oh, it's got 2 more seasons already. It was before this started. It was really...
But how?
Yeah, I know. I know. I was like that. The first thing I did was Google to find out what the hell. I guess it's just going to set it in. Yeah, I don't know.
But it was awful. But we'll wait another year and then we'll watch it again, and then it will end on a cliffhanger, just like it does every year.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, here we go. Yeah. It's weird because it doesn't feel like it's years since I watched it, but already it feels like I'm forgetting.
It's been like a week, sheepdog, silly bear.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. Like, between those times when it was on, I was like, oh great, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been 5 minutes, and now I'm just like, yeah, it's gone again. I feel like I'm less crazy about it than I was maybe 2 seasons ago. I think it was up there as like the absolute best thing, in ages. And now it kind of feels like half the core. There's lots of great things on. It's only an episode or 2 left to Better Call Saul and everything.
You're spoiled for choice now. There's all these other things, but I'll watch it again in the next year. Go through it, see what I missed. Because when you go through it in a day and a half, you miss stuff. So I'll go through it again.
God, you were pretty much living the season in real time, then watching it a day and a half. At least spread it over a week, so it did dominate my evenings. But watching it a day and a half, you're basically watching it in just half speed, perhaps.
Because it's out. Everything's out that day, I might as well consume it as fast as I can before spoilers or anything that pop up.
I was nervous, yeah. I kept nervously checking my Twitter and whatnot, hoping that I would get spoiled.
So it's just the worst when people spoil things.
It's Game of Thrones soon, isn't it?
Is it? I thought that wasn't coming out till August now.
July, I think.
Okay.
Think.
Do you know what? I was just about to say April, but that's when it first. I was just looking it up. That's when it first aired. 16th of July.
There you go.
Okay.
Not bad, is it? Not bad at all.
Yeah. It's weird this time of year. How was you saw Wonder Woman the other week? Was it a good film?
It was excellent. Absolutely superb.
Cool.
I'm trying to see that tomorrow.
They got the character absolutely spot on. It was really, really well done. And bearing in mind, I saw it like 3 days after Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I'd proclaimed as the best superhero movie I'd ever seen. It was at least as good, but in a completely different way. It was just excellent. Very, very, very good. And now very excited for Justice League.
Is it suitable for 4-year-olds?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be boring for a 4-year-old. It's not a superhero action movie.
Yeah. I mean, he loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just trying to think. I was thinking about going to see it on Sunday, and I've realised I can't really ditch my kids on Father's Day.
So that's what you
Father's
want.
Day, so that's not,
Yeah,
but that's not how it works, is it? When you're an adult, you've got to kind of perform.
As opposed to all those Father's Days you enjoyed before you were an adult.
Well, then it was about me. Now it's about my kids.
Yeah.
I was the kids.
Yeah, now social services have brought the kids back. It's about them.
You know what I mean? Like when my dad was getting the Father's Day treatment, it was all about me making the effort. I have to make any effort on this day, so yeah, I can't really. I've got to let them feel like they're waiting on me and everything.
They could bring you popcorn.
Yeah. I could. To be fair, I could just give him a bloody iPad to play with in the cinema, and he'd be fine for 2 hours. He wouldn't care.
Splendid. Did we have any games to talk about other than E3? Because we seem to have skipped over the game section.
Did I mention I completed Injustice? I don't think I mentioned it first.
Did you?
Yeah, Injustice 2. Really like that story. I'm looking forward to reading the comic like over the coming months and however long it lasts. If it goes 5 seasons like the other one, I'll be surprised. But yeah, in this one, there's a point near the end of the game where you basically just decide whose side you want to play on for the rest of the game. So I played one side of the story, and just the side that I thought would be the right side to choose. And now I just need to go back through, and I think I've got to just win a few fights that I didn't do the first. Because sometimes it says to you, do you want Green Arrow to fight this round, or do you want Black Canary to fight it? And I generally just go for the one I hadn't fought with before, just to try them all out. Whereas now I have to go back and play as the character I didn't use previously. And once I've done all of those, it's only about 4 or 5 battles, then I get to choose the other character and go down that tree and that branch. And see how the story plays out from that. So yeah, I like that they did that, because it's making it a bit more ambiguous and just fixing that world a bit. I don't know whether they'll do any more stories, but yeah, it was very cool. I like the story. I think you'd enjoy it just watching it, Kev.
Well, I assume it's all on YouTube by now. I'll watch it like I did the first one. Yeah, I have to do the pesky fighting stuff.
You have to watch it twice. Well, not really twice, I suppose. You just watch it from...
I probably won't even watch the thing. I'll watch someone explaining it to me in 5 minutes. I just want the story beats. I don't need to watch the whole thing play out. So,
to be honest, the whole story is that Brainiac attacks and they have to take him down, and Batman can't do that without Superman's help. And yeah.
Well, there you go. Who else has played video games? Oh, where did Pab go? He ran away because he's not played anything for 2 weeks. I have discovered FIFA Ultimate Team. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's an up-and-coming thing.
Yeah.
It's an up-and-coming thing that doesn't really get a lot of media time. But
discovered? I thought you were playing it like a Mother Hubbard.
No. I've never really played Ultimate Team before. I've played FIFA, but never really got into Ultimate Team until this week, when I have actually figured out how it works. After all this time, realised I don't need to spend any money on it, and it's actually just awesome. It's the closest FIFA gets to Football Manager, so I'm playing the face off of that, and I'm very excited for the prospect of FIFA 18 and playing this from the start, so I'm not constantly playing catch up with the rest of the world like I am at the moment.
Have either of you seen the app game, the mobile game that is, some might say, is more brutal than Dark Souls? It's more brutal than every Dark Souls you could ever imagine. It should just be called Darkest Souls ever. Have you heard about it at all?
No.
I'm talking about Magikarp Jump.
No.
No.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but I've not played it.
It is ridiculous. It's not meant to be brutal at all, but it's fun in a it's quirky and hilarious kind of way. So obviously by the name, it is a Pokemon game. It's an official Pokemon game on iOS and Android called Magikarp Jump, and the idea of the game is you live in a town where they don't have the normal like Pokemon battles and leagues and that sort of thing. They basically love Magikarps, and they catch them and breed them and strengthen them up, and their whole league and their whole tournament structure is that you train Magikarp and then you go into the tournaments and you just see which one can jump the highest. Now it's a basic game from that
you think
respect, but it's riddled with these like set piece scenes that happen where you have decisions to make, or just something occurs and you have to decide what you're going to do, and it's just brutal. Like it said, there's a berry in a tree, do you want to jump for it? And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. The berry makes him more powerful. Of course I wanted to jump for it. He jumps, a Pidgeot swoops in, takes him away. I had to start again, and it's just got this like real great quirkiness to it that, like, I can give it to my son and play and he'll just think it's entertaining because it's Pokemon, or I can play it and just read what's going on, and it's got sinister bits to it. It's got like random. My Magikarp was lost in the middle of the street, and the option was let it just sit there and wait for me, or let it look for me. And so I let it sit there and wait for me, and the mayor of the town came and decided to give it a massage, and it was all just really like unusual. And obviously, to a kid, that's not sinister at all, but this was quite sinister, I thought. It's just, I think it's got the right balance of parent humour and kid easiness, but yeah, it's a throwaway app. It's free. You don't have to do anything, but you can train your Magikarp up, catch stronger ones, jump higher. It's just funny. I just enjoyed a little bit of humour to it.
Splendid. Actual people who play games regularly, what have you two been up to?
I just talked about a brand new Xbox game and a brand new app. You swine.
Yeah.
It's brand new. It's been out a month.
Yeah.
I've not. I mean, that's what I say. I've not played a lot. I've dabbled in a lot of things. I played a little bit of God of War 3 remastered on the PlayStation. That was on sale, and I was like, I kind of want to play that again.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it, and I went, yeah, this is God of War, and I played probably about half an hour of it. I went, yeah, that's fine for now. I did the same with Assassin's Creed Syndicate because I fancied playing Assassin's Creed game, and I wanted the Ezio collection, but it was still 40 quid on digital. I went, you can get lost.
Is it really?
Well, yeah. God. So last weekend I bought Assassin's Creed Syndicate because that was 11 quid. I went, 11 quid for the newest across Assassin's Creed, and it had a 4K upgrade, you know, for the Pro. So I was like, all right, okay, yeah. And then this week, the other week, Assassin's Creed Ezio collection, 15 quid. I'm like, you swines. Just cannot believe it. So I ended up buying that as well. I played about an hour of that, and I went, yeah, this feels really janky.
Yeah.
I don't remember. After playing umpteen amounts of games since playing all the other Assassin's Creed, it's actually an Assassin's Creed game now feels janky as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't get it. It used to feel really fluid and smooth, but now it's really the control scheme's weird.
Mm.
The way you move with the analog sticks and the character arcs around, and it just feels really hard to play.
I always had this complaint with the older ones, and Kev would tell me, "Oh, you only have to hit X, and it will do everything you want it to do," and it never worked for me, and I just thought I was mad. But I'm pleased to find that you're.
This one is now like you hold the right trigger to run, and then you press X to go up or circle to go down. So if you want to like ascend up the building, then just run and hold on to X as well, and you'll just start going up. Or if you want to
which one is this?
This is Syndicate. This is the newest one that they've done.
The London,
it's the London one. Yeah. And I was like, well, I'll give it a go. And it like I say, I played about an hour of it. I think I've got an Xbox, but I wanted to play the 4K upgrade, so
yeah.
I was like, I'll play it, and I got to about where I played on the Xbox, about an hour or so into it, and then I stopped.
It gets better. I like that.
I basically I was still in the tutorial thing. I was still playing as Eevee, I think, in the train yard. I think when I stopped.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even get to the open world. Basically, I was like still stealthing around.
Oh, you should, because you get to go around.
Yeah, I'd tell you, a lot of people had the hate for Unity. I really enjoyed Unity.
I hated Unity.
I don't know what it was. Something clicked to me in that game, and I think I all bar the final mission completed that game. I don't know why. I just think it looked really pretty, and I enjoyed the jankiness of it, of all the people running through the air and people clipped into bloody buildings and all sorts of nonsense like that, and just talking rubbish. And I don't know why, but it clicked with me. So I really wanted Syndicate to click with me because I know it's a better game all around. Everyone says it's a better game.
Yeah.
But it's just not clicking for me. I don't know whether it's just other games that I've played since that have made it hard for me to play it now. I mean, another game that I've played, I've purchased Nier on the PlayStation as well because I'm a maniac.
Okay, yeah, I have this.
I started playing Nier, and I've got almost up to where I was on the PC with it. And I think maybe playing that because that is very much a run around and hack and slash sort of game, and the fluidness and the movement of that is very different to Assassin's Creed now. So that's what's thrown me a little bit with that. I mean, there's not much I can say about Nier. Nier looks really nice on the PS4. It's a cool game, and I definitely want to play that game more because apparently it goes places just bonkers, and I want to actually at least get one of the endings of the main 5 that they have, or whatever it is. What else have I played? I've played and completed a game in the last 2 weeks. And that's not like me at all. I've played a game called Maze, Maize, Maze, like the corn.
Okay.
And this is bizarre. I got this in the Humble Monthly bundle, and I just looked at it and looked at the trailer when I got it, and I was like, don't know what this is. It has it's like an Unreal 4 game, and it looks really pretty. It's a really pretty game. But you just like one of it reminded me of a point and click adventure, but in like an Unreal 4 world that's like sort of like a walking simulator mixed with like a point and click adventure where you're combining things together. You can pick up items, you put them in to do certain things. Like, I don't know, I picked up some battery acid or whatever it was, and I had to put the plug in the sink, put the battery acid in, and then take a decapitated hand and put it in there to get the skin and muscle off it to get the whatever it was. It was somewhat crazy like that. You have to do a certain number of tasks to get to what I actually need. And it's bizarre. It is a bizarre game. At first, you just like going around this like big old cornfield, like it's sort of like a corn maze, and then you find this house, and then you go and do a series number of tasks in the house, and then leads you to the barn, and then that leads you to the silo, and then you find all these pieces that get to this big old like vault door type thing, and then these like these actual corns on stems just come alive and start talking to you and having a conversation with you, and it's just really I was like, what the hell is going on? I do not know where this comes from. It didn't show. There's no signs of that actually being a thing in the game. There's no like clue of this being a wacky, crazy, out there sort of game. It just seems like a straightforward like walking simulator with this like really nice looking realistic. It's not even like cartoony. It's just like these corns with like faces that talk to you, just talking corn. And they're having a conversation with me, and they said, "Watch out for my brother down in this vault. He's not like us or something." And there is this like weird ass, like the boss of it is like this weird. It's like an albino corn. He's like white corn, and he's a bit crazy. But then you go through all these series of vaults, and you end up constructing a robotic bear, and the bear talks to you. The bear comes alive, and he's got a little winch on his back, like a little, similar to like a teddy grabber sort of winch on his back, and he picks up things. But yeah, and he's Russian as well. By the way, I didn't mention that.
Yeah.
And he talks. He just talks to you, and he goes in little vents and goes and fetches stuff for you. And I'm like, what is? It just takes a really weird turn. It's something I wasn't expecting. And I played it. I said this at the time when I was playing it. It felt like it was going on probably about half an hour to an hour too long. It should have finished an hour too long. But overall, I generally enjoyed the game for what it is. I don't even know how much it is because I got it in the Humble Bundle. I wouldn't have even looked at it just because it come in the Humble Bundle. I thought I'll give it a go because it looked really pretty. I was like, let's give it a go. But it was bizarre. I couldn't believe what was happening half the time. So yeah, I've played that, and I'm still playing Overwatch. Of course, I continue to play Overwatch. I'm getting angrier and angrier on Overwatch. Honest to God, I found myself shouting at the telly, just screaming. And I very nearly launched the controller the other day, and I'd never do that. I was like, I nearly threw that into the telly. Then I nearly just flung the controller into the telly. Then I thought it'd been a big mistake. I don't know why the game infuriates me on console now. Just because I don't know what's wrong with me at the minute with Overwatch, but yeah, that game.
Don't throw things at your TV.
No, I won't. I've stopped myself. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I thought I was going to get angry and grip the controller. Oh, well, I think I controlled. I got the Pro controller for the PlayStation.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. It was 25% off, isn't it? It's on sale at the minute, and I was looking at them the week before at £90, and I was like, £90's a lot for a controller.
You just want to punish yourself.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Tab, if you ever find your wallet's getting too heavy, just send us some money. We honestly don't mind.
I don't know why I bought it. I think I talked myself into it, like going, it's got a layout like the Xbox controller.
But it's wired.
It's wired, yeah, but you get better latency on that.
But it's wired.
Talked myself into that because I sit 3 feet away from the controller.
I was going to say, you only sit in a small room, didn't you?
I sit 3 feet
diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. So I sit 3 feet away from the telly, so the wire is slack anyway. So it doesn't make any difference how far I can sit on the other side of the room. It's a long cable.
It means if he throws it at the telly, he can
it'll
string it back to himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's got smoother analog sticks. I'll say that it has got a much smoother turn than the analog.
Oh wow! Take my money.
Yeah.
No, I like there are the triggers on the back of it. The buttons feel more responsive, and it's got a nifty light on the front instead of a light bar on the back.
Wowzers!
Yeah, I don't know what made me get it. It's because right. Basically, I was looking at pro controllers for the PlayStation, and the Razer one was like 150 quid, and I was like, not that daft. I was like 90 quid. 90 quid one was like, yeah, that's not that bad compared to the other one.
That's the only reason the 151 exists for you to do stuff like that.
And then it went on sale this week for like 65 quid, and I went, oh, bargain, get it quick, go. And then I immediately went, why did you do that? And I was like, it was too late at that point. It had already come in the day after. I was like, crap. I already ordered it. Then I was like, well, make the most of it then. So I've got a Pro controller now for the PlayStation 4, and it's an alright controller. It feels alright.
I can't laugh too much. I made the mistake of getting the camera, which I've never really used, and it's at Anna's house.
Over there.
Yeah.
Looking at it now.
And I imagine you haven't really used it either. It's just not really usable, is it? And I don't know why I got it.
Not really. Like, I used it for the tearaway.
Yeah.
And we've used it a few times when we played SingStar because it was just connected and it took the pictures, but
yeah.
Apart from that, not really.
Yeah, I don't miss it.
Yeah. Anyway, what have you played?
Well, I played a lot of Divinity Original Sin.
Oh yeah.
Last week, I was like just on that every day. Loved it. But there's a lot to that game. There's a lot to do in not such a big space. So I was going through that. I've kind of grew a bit tired of it because there was just too much to do. But I played it for a good few hours. I played that for a bit on the Xbox because I forgot I had it, and then I saw it. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll play that." Then Morrowind came out, and I thought, I'll go back to. I'll just go. I haven't bought Morrowind because it was like 30 quid, but I put in that game. There was like 100 gig download.
Of course, it was.
Oh, it was massive. So I played that for a little bit.
Is that free now?
Yeah, it's free to play. You still have to buy the game.
You have to buy the game, but there's no subscription to it.
No, there's no subscription. So I just put that in if I need like 20 minutes, just go and do a mission or something.
Yeah.
I've bought the Lego Movie video game because my Sprog is into Lego at the moment and wants to consume all Lego. So I bought that. It was like £4 off eBay.
That's
so
right.
I got a deal on it. It looks awful because it's been ported from the PlayStation 3.
Right.
It looks awful. Like the video clips are awful. The game is all right, but yeah. Fair
enough. Yeah.
I can't even watch them because they just make me angry. Like, you've made the game pretty, but this film, because it's just bits
just
from
an
the film.
Yeah, standard definition.
You can get it in 4K now, or you can get it in HD. Why do these look so terrible? But whatever. So I'm just doing every day. He gets to play a level of that. We were playing Batman Gotham 3, but he wasn't enjoying that because I don't know what it is about Lego games, but as it's gone on, they get more complicated. And I was playing it with him, sitting there thinking, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, and I'm the adult, and he was just like, Mom, and I'm like, I've no idea, so I have to look up what to do because that game. With me and Kev had the problem when we played it before that it's just annoying. There's no. They have the little like tips, but they don't give you what you actually need to do. So I've had to like read and what I'm supposed to do. So like Alfred can go through the fire and just stuff like that. And it's like, well,
they're very vague.
Go through fire. So he wasn't enjoying that. So we're doing the Lego movie. It's really hard. The Lego movie video game.
Yes.
So we're playing that, and just this past day I have been playing XCOM 2 on the PlayStation 4. I've had to start again because I was on my first playthrough and every single one of my soldiers was either wounded or dead. And the Advent, I think it's called that, the Avatar project was just, the squares kept going up and I was just like, for the love of life, right, let's start again. So I started that again. I'm on my second mission. This game doesn't need that stupid Advent Avatar. Kevin, stop clicking. Or mute. Kevin?
Hello.
Have you muted?
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I see.
Thank you. I don't know where you have to hit your buttons that hard. You're playing football.
Everyone listening is thinking, why has Anna finally mentioned the controller noise after 200 episodes?
Well, I'm trying to talk and it's really putting me off.
I see.
Pack it in.
Can't imagine how you feel.
I don't know when I'm doing it because I can't hear it, but I can hear it doing my head in.
Continue.
It's almost like you should all just be focusing on doing the podcast.
That sounds like a lot of hassle.
Play a game in my evenings because I have to, other times I have to look after a kid all day, every single day, from like 6:30 till 8:30 every day. He's always there, so I have to play games now. So I forget what I was saying.
You were telling me off.
The Avatar thing that needs taking out of the game. Just like get it and just throw it in a river. Just go there because I don't need that. I just want to play the game without that. So just pick it up, throw that a bit away. Because they said when they brought it out, I was playing it on PC and I was like, oh my god, this is really, really hard. And I played the first one. The first one I was fine with. I didn't finish it, but I got the gist of what was going on. This one, because you've got that added pressure on, it's really annoying because I'm not an expert in this game by any means, so I'm just going around getting hit and it misses when you're right in front of them and whatnot. So, like, for all my soldiers to be either wounded or dead and not having any way of... Because, like, I was trying to make the time pass so their days of being out of action would pass, but it wouldn't let me because it's like, you must do this, not recommended if you skip, and I don't want to skip it for that level thing to go up. So I started it again. I want to just see how we progress again. But yeah, not a lot, not because like my days are filled with Lego. I'm getting bored of that because like we were playing Lego City every single day, and every single day I had to go and find the pigs. Well, there's only 22 pigs. I found 21 of them. The only way I can go and get the last one is if he lets me finish the game to get to the story mission so you can go to the island. But for some reason he doesn't want to play the mission. He just wants me to find a pig, and I can't go and get the pig. It's an island that I can't get to. So we have that whole struggle, but that is about it. I think I'll put GTA on for a bit on the new Xbox, but it's GTA. What can you say? I didn't play a lot of it. I played the first mission. That was it. Yeah. So yeah, not a lot. Not.
Oh.
Splendid.
I've got one more game.
Continue, sir.
Kevin,
I played Super Hot, the card game.
Oh, you and your card games.
Yeah, because as you remember, I went. Yeah.
You went to Collectomania without me. You didn't tell me that's where you were really going. Or else would have been there.
I didn't know it was there. I didn't know it was on, but I did go to. I went to the UK Games Expo, and Collectomania was across the way from it, across the hall. So I did sneak in there, because UK Games Expo was all right, but it's not really my scene. I bought Super Hot, the card game, and it's all right. It's all right for a card game. It's not bad. I was playing it wrong for most of the time, so I would have lost almost instantly. But I was playing it unknowingly to me, wrongly, and thinking this is really easy. This card game. I was playing it wrong. I was playing it wrong completely. So yeah, I had the chance of. No, I went to 3 expos in 2 weekends. Does that work? Is that what I said?
Monster.
Yeah, and missed some classic people there. Dean Kane was there, Kev.
Oh, joy.
Dean Kane was there.
There was wrestlers there, wasn't there?
Wrestlers was there. Christian was there. I'm just looking at the website now. Gaza was there.
Yeah.
Pele was there.
Yeah, I was invited to this earlier in the year and said, nah,
Were you really?
I've got no one to go with.
I wasn't planning on going. I just didn't want to go back into the UK Games Expo. Where's my Carpenter was there? There you go, that's one for Sheepdog.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Did she make you a table?
No. Steve Bull was there. There you go, that's one for you, Kev.
Wowzers.
Yeah, all the hits. There you go, Beth Phoenix. I was like, I can't. They had more people than a lot more people than they did at Comic Con. Ernie Hudson was there, for God's sake, and some guy.
Well, Kev, speaking of people called Luke,
as we were, obviously.
Yeah, he mentioned someone called Luke a minute ago.
Did I?
Luke Steele was at my daughter's school the other day.
Was he?
Talking about his career from Posh to Panathinaikos.
Is that where he's playing now? Goodness me.
Yeah. Well, now he runs some sort of football academy. He's done a lot with his sort of career. He's invested a lot of stuff in Peterborough. But yeah, he was talking all about it. She was surprised. I mean, she came home like ridiculously chuffed, and I had never heard of him. I had to look him up. I was like, oh, right, okay. Yeah,
he went to Manchester United for £500,000 after just 2 appearances as a teenager.
Yeah,
and then that's pretty much where his career stopped.
Yeah, it's no appearances. Coventry, West Brom, Barnsley, Panathinaikos.
But we made £500,000 out of him, and that's all that matters.
But no, he seemed like a great guy. I was reading about him, and
he went to Arthur Mellows, didn't he? My brother's claim to fame is when he signed for Posh. Not my brother, Luke Steele. My brother took over for him playing in goal for Glinton.
That's so funny. But yeah, I just thought you'd appreciate the little random mention. He's a year and 1 month. No, the opposite actually. 11 months older than me. It's a bit disappointing to see how good his life has gone compared to mine.
You should have got good at football for like 3 weeks when you were a teenager, like he did. Be at a football club that happens to have an injury crisis when you're like 15 and you just get a couple of games for no reason, and then Man United think, hang about, there's a 15-year-old lad playing in the First Division. Well, we'll give him £500,000 for him just in case.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. 1999, 2000, I was, hiding under a table thinking the world was going to end, and he was playing for Peterborough United.
Exactly.
It's insane. I was dropping out of college in 2001 when he got his two apps for Peterborough. I was sweeping floors and living rent-free in a flat.
I imagine he was living rent-free in a flat as well, so you have that in common.
I've had as many games for Manchester United as he has, though, to be fair. I can always claim that we both played as many games as each other for Man U. And no, I was going to say and West Brom, but damn it, he got 2. I've only had 1.
Splendid. Are we still on the air? Not that this is on the air. Are we still recording?
Yes, I think so.
Excellent. What were we supposed to be talking about before that happened?
I don't know. Going on to something such as TV and movies, maybe.
We did them.
Yes, that's what we did. Well, we did.
Has anyone got any other TV or movies?
Are you getting on with Doctor Who, Sheepdog?
Again, yep, very good.
I think they've all been quite consistent, but I feel like there's something on the horizon with Doctor Who at the minute. Obviously something is on the horizon, but it just seems like it's taken an age to get there with Missy and whatnot. Yeah,
it was a bit ominous the end of last week's one that she just kept saying to me, "You all right?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, where's that going?
So much sinister going on.
Yeah, but no, every week I've watched the promo for the week after and gone, like Victorians on Mars, that seems awful, and then watched it, and actually it's been awesome. So I'm starting to learn that I know nothing. There
you go.
But then the ones where I've been excited have been a bit trashy, so I guess...
don't get excited for it.
Yeah. I suppose if they're making the advert look really good, it's probably because it's a bad episode. If they're not really trying with the advert, it's probably because they don't need to. That's what I'm slowly learning, or that's my logic for it all.
Possibly,
Orphan Black is back as well. I keep calling it Orphan is the New Black. I keep forgetting that's not what it's called.
I tried watching that again this week. I just can't watch it.
I found it difficult to get back into it at season 5, I think we watched the first 3 seasons back to back on Netflix, and then got season 4 when that came out on Netflix. But it took me the first 20 minutes of the episode to just remember what the hell was going on. It's coming to its end, all of that. It was hard to get back into it when it was trying to be at, say, 9 out of 10 drama and pressure, and we were coming into it not feeling pressured at all. Like if I'd have watched the finale of last season, then this episode, I think we'd have been G'd up. But I just couldn't get as G'd up as it was, because it was going like the clappers, just saying, look what's going on. It's all going mental. It's all coming to a climax at the end of the series, and I'm just sat there thinking, you needed to do a previously on and just build me up the steps to get me back into it. Yeah, but nice. It is good. I know that you not you off him, but people listening, check it out. It's worth a punt at least. I'm all up to speed on Rick and Morty. I watched the episode 1 that they leaked. I watched it on YouTube in the end.
It's good.
It's very good. Did you see? My wife must have. She didn't comment, but she must have thought that this program was mental, because I was watching. They took the transcript from a real life court case, and they did it as though Morty was the judge and Rick was the defendant, and they just
yes.
It's just amazing.
It's actual transcript, isn't it?
They genuinely said those words.
It seems like a script.
Batshit. I mean, I said to her after a little while of it being on, I was like, just so you know, this cartoon isn't like this normally. This isn't what I watch. I just watched this because I'd heard they'd taken the real life transcript of one of the world's most insane court cases and slapped it on one of their cartoons. And she was like, "Oh, right." And she stood in the doorway because she was just going to bed, and she stood in the doorway watching a little bit of it, and she was just bemused that this wasn't something that some writer had cobbled together.
It was
insane. Genuine, it's mental.
Yeah, and it's like probably about a 45-minute thing. It's not a short clip, is it? It's a long transcript.
I think it's about 15 minutes, the one I watched.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's over a long podcast.
Yeah, it's stupidly. It's not like just a 2-minute thing. It's a full transcript of what was read in the court, sort of thing.
He got under that
said.
judge's skin so much. I mean, when he's just saying to him, well, yeah, come up here and do it now then, about the adult stuff they're talking about. And I'm thinking, why is a judge telling him to do that? He's wound him up good and proper.
Yeah, definitely. But Rick and Morty is just, you need to watch it. It's just a cool program. It really is. It's awesome.
It's really superb.
Yeah.
Splendid. Is that it for TV, movies, and video games then? Do we need to move on to comic books? Anna got a comic this week.
What?
What'd you get, Anna?
I haven't read it.
What was it, though?
Little Nightmares.
Oh, yeah.
I've got uni stuff to begin on with, so I haven't read it yet. So I've got other stuff that I need to do before.
It's fair enough.
I sit and play a game, read a comic. Playing games is my chill out time at the moment, but I'll read it on the loo or something.
It's the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Although, make sure you stand up every now and again, or your legs go numb and then you fall over.
It's tiny, so...
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking when I sit and I read like 10 editions of whatever comic I'm behind on, and then I just basically stand up and fall straight back down again.
Headbutt the floor.
When I'm limping to bed, and my wife's like, "What the hell happened to you?" And I'm like, "Well, I got carried away and read 10 comics back to back, and now I can't walk."
It's not just me, Anna.
Yeah, but you take all your bottom half of clothes off, all of them.
What's wrong with that? Doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Do you mean? So you mean he goes into the loo and then comes to bed already pretty much ready to get changed?
He does this whenever he goes to the toilet.
Well,
every time.
I do that at bedtime. I don't go to the toilet in the day and come out half naked. No, I'll basically start getting changed. And, and I walk. I'm basically limping in with no clothes on, trying to find my pajamas, and crippled because I've read too many comics. It's a hard graft. It should be a sport.
Well, Kevin goes to the toilet like 4 or 5 times a day.
He's an old man.
Well, just comes out with no trousers on.
Well, no, if I need to go in there to get something.
But the thing is, humans are the only animals that poop with pants on around their ankles. You got to hang them up. It's liberating. Donald Duck doesn't walk around with pants on, does he?
Exactly.
No, but then he wears a towel when he gets out of the.
I do that too.
Yeah, Kev does that.
I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah, but when Donald Duck's towel falls off, he blushes. What the way? Animals. Oh no. But whatever I just don't get it. Weird man he is.
What, Donald Duck?
No, you can.
I'm not weird. I'm excellent.
I'm on comic 8 of 10 with Sandman, volume 8 of 10, right? And I know I say every time we do a show, it's an amazing series. I absolutely love it. I was quite excited that I was nearly at the end of the 10, and it was one of those things where I just thought, whilst I'm loving it, it'd be nice to finish it and be like, yeah, I've read that now, that is done. And then I was looking for 8 the other day to buy it, and saw that there is a spin-off comic about the Sandman's sister, Death. So she's got her own graphic novel, which I'm going to have to read. And then while I was looking at that, I discovered there's about 20 graphic novels dedicated to Lucifer, who was a character in one of the earlier graphic novels. So it's set in the Sandman universe, but it's written by somebody else. So it turns out I've got another bloody 25 odd comics to buy, or graphic novels to buy, and I'm thinking, right, yeah, I've gone down a rabbit hole here and I'm lost. I'm loving it though. It's such a good, from what I read, Lucifer will be the same sort of style and approach as Sandman, which is great because I love it. I just love how sort of dark and melancholy and surreal and dreamy it all is. And yeah, it's so cool, especially to read before bed, because it's like it just does send you off with a bit of a random thought in your head. And yeah, I recommend it, and I'll say it every week, but you do need to read it.
Never heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't jump into that sheep now.
Talking of things,
sorry,
I was going to say I can't get into it, Sheepdog, in the sense of it's too much of a rabbit hole. I've got enough rabbit holes I'm in.
Yeah, I'd say that's the one risk, but if you want a rabbit, however, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So go on, Kev.
I read the first 2 volumes of Clean Room.
Yes, go on, tell me.
It was excellent, really very good. It was over a week ago now. I can't really remember anything about it other than the fact it was really good, and I wrote it down because it was that good. And I had to say, well done, Pab, you picked a good one.
Did it give you? I don't. Outcast. That is what vibes I got from it. Am I wrong?
No, this was good.
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, but the idea of demons in our world that can possess people, and that's the vibe I got from it. And like I say, I haven't seen the Outcast program, so I don't know, but. Yeah, that's what I got from it. It's cool. I really like Clean Room, and I can't wait for more of Clean Room.
The
Clean
new
Room's
one's
up there
out very soon, I believe.
Is it? Yeah, cool.
Volume 3.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be getting that one. That's cool. I like that.
Excellent.
I got volume 2 of Sex Criminals as well, and I've been reading that. That's really good, and it switches it up a little bit.
Yeah. I keep meaning to get back to that. That's something I bought a load of volume 1s of image books when it was Image Month, whatever it was, and I bought that was one that I wanted to get back to, but I haven't done yet.
I bought that to read on holiday and then didn't have the balls to get it out by the pool. I was sat there reading like Kingdom Come, which was really good, and Sandman was really good, and I just thought, yeah, I'm not going to get Sex Criminals out and just sit there reading it around all these sunbathing people. They're going to think, what the hell is this guy all about? So yeah, I say till I got home.
Who's that by again?
Sex Criminals is Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky.
Yes. So segue. There you go. I've started reading the Hawkeye book.
There we go.
The big tome that I have to log with me every day to work. It's a big fat book that is just weighs a ton. I take it in and out of my van every day from work, and I've read about the first 7 issues of it. It's all right. It's not bad at all, is it?
It's all right. Don't make me. This is the second time I've had cause to come up there and fight you this evening, Pab.
It's not gripping me in the same way as like the Wicked and Divine did, or Clean Room did, or Saga has done. But it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I mean, I read 7 issues. The best thing about it I've read so far was the videotape, like 2-parter about a videotape that got stolen from S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if that rings any bells for you. I don't know. I'm like 7 issues in. I don't know how I read it. Yeah, I don't know how many issues are in this book, but it's massive. And I feel like I'm probably about a third of the way through, maybe about a quarter. I don't know, but I've read 7 issues of it, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But it's not gripping me like in this. It might get even better, but it's not gripping me the same way like, say, Saga does or Wicked and Divine does.
I think I'm a bit behind on Saga, speaking of it. And, I mean, Wicked and Divine is not out till next month, you said, wasn't
it? The new trade's out now.
Damn.
Last week. New trade was out last week. I'm going to get it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm due some Amazon vouchers from my associate, so I'll get that when it comes out then. Lovely jubbly.
Yes. What else have I read? Speaking of Saga, I have read... So last time we were on, I read Volume 3. I have now read Volumes 4 and 5 as well. I've gone through them just crazy fast. I'm now come up to the point where I've met Gus. That means anything to you?
I can't remember Gus now. Gus Saga.
Gus is a little like sea lion.
Yeah, the little monster critter.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah,
I like Gus. I like Gus. Gus is cool.
He should be the world-renowned seal of approval, shouldn't he?
Yeah. The book is going places now for me. Saga is just taken off. It started off with like an escape mission out off of a planet into, trying to get away from whoever's chasing them, into like this like insane story of like
it's a universe now, isn't it?
Multiple arcs going on at the same time. Of each, there's like 3 different chunks of characters. They're all converging to sort of into one point at some point, surely.
I think the problem I have with Saga at the moment is it is a saga, so reading it every time they have the capacity to release one is a little bit frustrating, because you kind of want to get this at the end of it and then read it all back to back and realise it's the best thing ever. Because like the Honesty Cat is an amazing character. Is that what it's called, Honesty Cat?
Lion Cat.
I was so close.
You were the opposite of close.
Yeah.
You were as far away as you could get.
The funny thing was, I was looking at a picture of him saying lying and thought, what's his name? It's a cat. He says lying when people lie. The spider lady was awesome.
Yes, Stalk.
I love the ghost girl. I forget her name. I haven't read it in a little while.
Yeah. I'm closing in on. I think it's Trade 7 was the most recent one, so I'm nearly there, and I'm really sort of up to date with trades.
And the Monarchy are really cool as well. I think they're
the robots.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's just taken off in a real weird direction. Some parts of it, and like they've all just at one point like this group of people were chasing the main 2, and then the robot people were chasing the main 2, and then it suddenly just dissipated. They're not really. It's like they're chasing them sort of, but it's like they've got their own problems now, and they've got their own sort of storyline and arcs going on in that thing.
It's like they were considered so dangerous, weren't they, to the whole empire, and the fact that this man and woman had sort of got together was just abhorrent to everyone, and now it's kind of like, actually there's so much other bigger stuff going on that whilst we want to kill you, we need to deal with other stuff.
I like that, because it's giving them more, it's fleshing out the character sort of thing, giving them more stuff in the actual books. But Saga just remains to be amazing, doesn't it?
I've been basically I'm trying to go as long as I can without reading it, so that I can sit for like a weekend and just jump in and get really excited. I'm trying to treat it like, I suppose, a TV show reappearing every now and again.
Yeah. I mean, I read these 2, 4 and 5 within a week, both books. So it's one of them for me. So what else have I read? Oh, I have Volume 1 of Doom Patrol. Did you read Doom Patrol?
I read the first issue and didn't get it. The one with the sandwich thing.
The one with the
burrito or whatever it was.
Burrito, the burrito on the front. Yeah, it is bizarre, but it is amazing. It is genuinely, Kev. This is cool. This is DC. This is what I thought I had in my head. This is DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. That is what I thought.
It looks a bit more surreal than Guardians of the Galaxy.
It is more surreal. It is bonkers.
I guess
the feeling I'm getting from
they need to have some confidence to make their issue 1 just a story of a burrito. They need to know they're going somewhere significant, I guess.
Do you know who's writing these?
It's the fella out of My Chemical Romance.
Chemical Romance, yeah.
Whose name escapes
really
me.
Random.
Gerard Way.
He's the creative director of that imprint.
Yeah, Young Animal, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is bizarre. The book is weird. The book itself is just weird. The paper is like old school paper. It's not like that glossy vinyl sort of paper. It's like old school paper. It smells like a newspaper when you waft it around.
Do you often waft them around, Pab?
You like get a waft of a newspaper, just wafts past you. You get that smell of like the paper and the print. That's what it smells like. This book. It's cool. It is a really cool book. The characters in it are bizarre. It is very trippy sort of thing. It is out there, but there's the group of them. There's a group of core people in this book, and it reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy. No, cool. How much is these characters aren't new. They're not. These guys they're old characters and what have you. The whole Doom Patrol thing is But this new thing that they're doing is very much, and they kept it going. It's not been cancelled. It's still going, isn't it? Doom Patrol, from what I recall. I don't think it's stopped. I think it's still ongoing. So theoretically, there'll be another trade coming out within the next few months, I would have thought. But it's good. I genuinely like this book. I really do think it's cool.
Splendid.
And I bought that from the Collectomania. They had some bargains in there. That was
I was just thinking, shut your mouth.
That was £8 for Volume 1 of Doom Patrol.
I'm going to thump you, Pab.
And you know what else I've got? I've got the next 2 volumes of Preacher.
I've got all them.
I was going to say everyone's read them.
No, but I've only read the first 3 books, and the £15 a book, right? But in there, they were doing it for 11 quid each, or 2 for 20 quid. I was like, well, there you go, snap your hand off.
You need to have a word with the salesman there. He's clearly not done his maths. That just doesn't add up.
I don't know what I had to walk away from the store because I was like, how much is that book?
Because you didn't want to rip the man off too much.
Exactly. Basically, I didn't want to spend any more money because I just spent basically 40 quid in books in there, and I was like, oh, I can't stop anymore. I've literally I put a transaction through. Oh, how much is that one? All right, another transaction, and I had to keep doing it.
Well, you can do the old sheepdog now and say, oh, I wasn't even at the event. Give me all my refunds.
You just to get Pab back there, Kev. You can get Doom Patrol for £6 on Amazon, so you're all right.
Oh, cool.
No, I mean it's £11 if you want it from Amazon. It's £6.60 plus delivery from resellers. So I guess it's like £8.50, £9.
I don't know. If you see it cheap,
I'm only kidding. Anyway,
just give it a chance if you're curious. That's what I'll say, because it is cool.
What volume of Wicked and Divine is it that just came out? Is it 5?
5. It's green. I think it's got a scarab on the front.
It's grey, according to Amazon.
It's grey. Yeah, that's right. It is grey. Sorry, I'm thinking of the side one that's green.
Onto the list you go now.
Yes, I'm off to the comic book shop tomorrow for that, because I've been holding out because I've refused to pay £5 delivery on from Forbidden Planet. It's extortion at Forbidden Planet, considering they send everything out second class. It takes over a week to get here. It's a joke. It's
because they've got to finish reading it before they order it off Amazon, then they read it themselves, and then they send it to you.
I was like, well, I refused. I'd rather pay money in an actual shop more. I'd rather pay £5 more in the shop than pay £5 for delivery. So I'm going to go and get the Wicked and Divine tomorrow. And the first volume of Motor Crush came out this week, which you weren't keen on, Kev, were you? I
read the first issue and wasn't impressed, but it's because I was expecting it to be as good as that team were on Batgirl. Yeah, and it just wasn't.
Yeah. I didn't mind it, like I say, so I'll give it a chance.
It was perfectly harmless. If it hadn't been a super team, I probably would have given it a second issue, but it was because I was expecting brilliant, and it was just so I didn't bother.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That is fair enough, so probably have them to talk about next week. No, we won't have them to talk about next week, so I'll still be going through my Tomb of Hawkeye. So, yeah.
Just realised I've got bloody 300 quid's worth of graphic novels in my Amazon wish list. It's too much to work.
I realised that I've got about 300 quid of books that I'm rating to read.
Well, I was going to say I've got about 100 upstairs because I read most of mine on a holiday. I got through my pile of shame quite well.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do at the moment is build my list up to more than an iPad Pro would cost, and then say to my wife, "Look, it's just cost effective to buy it this way," and then get the e-comics and think of the savings. But it's not going to work, is it?
No.
Splendid. Are we done?
I think we are.
Well, firstly then, people need to remember to come to Blackpool. I know it's 2 hours since we talked about it. If you listen to this on your commute every day, it could be several days. We did it all in one go. We didn't go to sleep and then pick up the conversation the next morning when you got back in your car, as much as it might seem that way. But we are going to Blackpool 4 weeks time. If you're coming, let us know, because shenanigans will be had and fish will be brought across the country, chips will be consumed. Pab's going to take us to the best ice cream shop in the north,
Oh God, that's pressure now.
Yeah, well, you've spent several years establishing yourself as the ice cream man. If we go to the seaside with you for the first time and you don't give us an incredible ice cream, you're fired.
Okay. There's two things I want to do at the Norbreck when we go there. One of them's easy. I just want to go to the place where I met my wife because I think that'd be quite cool. Not with you, you don't have to join me. You can if you want, but
you're right.
The other thing is, when I was last there, I learned that the door security they had on all their rooms at their event, not the bedrooms, I mean like the event rooms where they held people like guests and so forth, was really lax. So I used to just walk past the guards and act like I was supposed to be walking there, and I could go anywhere I wanted. And I did that for 2 or 3 conventions up there. So I'm intrigued to see whether...
So Sheepdog's going to be in a northern prison in 4 weeks' time.
Yeah. It was awesome. I would just basically escort people into the room right up to where they wanted to go and then just wander off on my merry way. So I'm just going to see if that...
For anyone actually wanting dates, it's Saturday the 15th and Sunday the 16th of July.
Thank you, Pork and Beans.
Instead of just guessing 4 weeks from whenever they're listening to it.
Well, I already explained the concept of it not being produced live, Pab. They could have just checked the date of the podcast. Accusing our listeners of being lazy.
No. I'm accusing people of just not being like 4 weeks behind like I am on podcasts. Well, so I'd already missed the event if I was listening to it. I was
going to say, if they're 4 weeks behind, they don't need to know when the event was.
I've stopped listening to podcasts now. I've not listened to one in ages. It's been really difficult keeping up with them all.
Yeah, perhaps that's why people haven't noticed we didn't do one last week. We'll get loads of tweets in like a month's time. Why haven't you done a podcast 4 weeks ago?
That won't happen, will it?
I guess if you're listening to it on catch-up like that, you don't realise there was one missing unless we specifically talk about it. Because it's just the next episode loads. They probably get a sigh of relief for getting a week off.
Yeah, they will.
Did you know you can follow us on Twitter at MGUK Podcast and you can follow me at Lelujo?
I'm at RB6K.
I'm at Mr. Lelujo.
And I'm at Pab1986.
We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/MatureGamerPodcast. That's where you'll find all the details of the Blackpool event that we previously spoke of. And, of course, while you're mooching about on the internet, it would be remiss of you not to check out lelujo.fm for all your delightful YouTube goodness. Is that everything we're supposed to pimp? I think it is.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Splendid.
Say so.
See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.